everybody, it's me, Manga Anime Freak X3, and today I'm going to give you this week in anime news. Now, do keep in mind, this video might be a bit longer than normal because I was out of commission last week because I was sick like a dog. But anyways, let's get into the news. How many of you know about Monster Hunter? Raise your hand. Me, I actually heard the franchise before. I wouldn't say I played it before, but it came to my attention because of the monster designs. Hence, Monster Hunter. Why I brought this up. But basically, the Monster Hunter Triple X, well, basically going to pronounce, double cross, action game for the Nintendo 3DS is, collaborating an anniversary project. With who, I may ask? Well, basically with Sailor Moon. Basically this one character from Monster Hunter will be able to transform into Luna. If you don't know who Luna is, she's a talking cat in Sailor Moon who kind of belongs to the main character. Anyways, basically, like I said, the character will be able to transform into Luna and use the Sea Moon Nico Ray weapon. The special Sailor Moon guild card background will also be available for download at Capcom's channel, beginning streaming an introduction video. Actually, this upcoming Wednesday. But yeah, I gotta say the design is actually quite good if you ask me. There also is a video, but that'll be in the link description below because you know how YouTube is nowadays. Anyways, to our next story, it actually had to do with a update for the the new spin-off for Naruto, basically. Basically the latest issue of Weekly Sudden Jump, there was an article about the Boruto, the Next Generation was printed. It was there that for fans to learn that the spin-off manga will begin with an original story. Of course, the direction of the show can change greatly after the initial arc is complete, but there is a canned manga that was published by Masato Kishimoto, basically approval. So fans are looking forward to its story and being adapted into the future. But for now, it looks like the Naruto anime will mark an entire new story for the new spin-off. And oh guys, I am not gonna get into Boruto. But yeah, the article do go more in depth if you're not sure what's Boruto. And I actually believe I did do like a anime review for Boruto, the Naruto movie. Like I said, I don't know why they call it a Naruto movie if it's about Boruto. Anyways, that will be down in the link description below, along with all the other articles that I use for this video. And our next story actually had to do with the live action Ghost in the Shell gets 2 tribute mangas. The February issue of Monthly Young magazine revealed that it will draw tribute to the manga for DreamWorks and Paramount's live-action Ghost in the Shell film. Both mangas will appear in a magazine issued on February 18th. Ghost in the Shell standalone complex manga also drew a one-shot tribute manga for the film in the manga last month. Which you didn't know about. I felt really bad, so I gotta look into that. But basically, the February issue will publish 3 more tributes. Actually, that is kind of it. Just really filler. It goes more about the movie, which, I am still neutral. There is some pros and cons if you ask me, but I'm actually really glad they're actually, oh god, they're actually making, like, oh gosh, I won't say it, but, like, I like to call it a follow-up before the movie release, and I think it's actually a really good move of theirs. And, basically, Your Name will be playing in 200 North American screens and in Japan, and actually in English. Basically, the news broke on a website that Funimation Films will release Your Name that is actually still blowing up in Japan. I think it might have crossed the 1 billion yen mark, but don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. But basically, the all new English language version of the songs that is featured in Your Name film will be created for the original film and will be featured in the English dub version of the film. I gotta say, as this movie keep on popping up, I am actually thinking about maybe watching this when it comes to theaters, if not when it comes on Blu-ray, probably short time after that. But basically, the film will, Funimation will open the film in the United States and Canada of April 7th. The company will host filming screenings of both the original Japanese with subtitles and an English dub. Basically, the description of the film is that the day of the stars fall, two lives change forever. Two high school students are complete strangers living two separate lives, but one night they suddenly switch places. One woke up in the one person's body and vice versa. The bizarre occurrence continues to happen randomly, and the two must adjust their lives around them. And yet somehow it works. They build a connection and communicate by leaving notes, messages, and even posting an input. And I am not gonna go. There's like still more. The film opened last August and had become the fourth high-grossing film in Japan of all time, and it's the second highest-grossing Japan film and the highest-grossing anime film. As of Sunday, the film has on. Okay, I was way off. It made 23.23 billion yen, and the only film that goes higher than that was Studio Ghibli's Spirited Away. Well, I am not going to go too much into this, but they also said that that Spirited Away had been re-released in theaters, yada yada yada. I am actually really sold on this, and when I do see it, I actually will review it. You can actually write that down in stone. For our next story, it actually had to do with the Digimon Adventure Tri films getting a US. I don't know why they call it home video since they don't do VHSs anymore, but they will be rolling out by Shout Films. Basically, if you guys haven't been living underneath the rock, they kind of brought back the original cast from the original Digimon. And basically the hardcore fans know the characters from the original franchise of Digimon. Basically the series returns to a series of anime films. Now that the movie is getting a new release on DVD and Blu-ray by South Films, the whole entertainment company just announced that it will locked up its rights for the first three films of the Digimon Tri series. The first was released, Digimon Tri Reunions, I believe late last year. I also do believe it did come in theaters, but don't quote me on that. The film, the first was planned of a 6-part film that bring back the original Digimon characters and pick the story up 3 years after the event of Digimon O2 TV show. The version the versions that the US fans will be seeing will be released by South Factory, and that is really all. It's insane when the next 2 films will be released in the States. The 4th movie will actually come out next month in Japan. Anyways, I'm actually happy for Digimon fans, especially my friend that I know personally who likes Digimon. And our last story actually had to do with the Oscar nominees. Yes, I am one of those people that I really don't care for the Oscars, but I am interested of who is nominated. Still say that Deadpool should have been nominated, but who would I say? Anyways, Studio Ghibli's The Red Turtle has been nominated for an Oscar in the animated film featured category of the 89th Academy Awards. The movie is up against Kubo and the Two Strings, Manano, I am so sorry if I pronounced that wrong, and another movie that I am, my Life as a Zucchini, I believe, if I'm reading that right, and Zootopia. Actually, if you ask me, this movie probably had a better chance of winning than Kubo and the Two Strings. Anyways, the movie is the World Show for the Oscars will be held on February 28th. Who cares? But basically if you guys haven't seen the film, it centers around a man shipwrecked on a tropical island inhabited by turtles, crabs, and birds. When he builds a wooden raft, he is confronted by a turtle. The story then follows the milestones of his life on the island, which include meeting a woman and a starting family. Basically, this actually was the film, I believe, that got, I cannot remember his name at the moment, but, he was, basically, he came out of retirement, and I do believe it was because of this film. And, it also goes to, actually tell about the film, that also had been nominated for the ENG Award for Best Feature Film. And the Broadcast Film Critics, it was nominated, but Zootopia won. I'm really glad, that this film is nominated. But, I am still hoping for some recognition for Kubo and the Two Strings. I do believe, are the same people that did Coraline, which, by the way, I really actually think is better than the book, but doesn't happen quite often. But I wish, all the nominees best luck. Anyways, I've been Meg Anime Freak X3 this week. Anyways, I've been Meg Anime Freak X3, and